right?
Oh, got it.
You already know.
Got it.
2733
Got it.
Media. You know, it's me and my boy Nino back at it once again. You know me, Antonio Lamar. What's up, fam?
What's happening, man? What's
Uh,
happening?
oh man, you know the same old thing. Right back at it. Had to come follow up to last week's picks and everything we did with that. And it's a couple other things that we have to discuss because Friday, we all know, is a game that took place. Colorado Stanford. Man, big game. Every game with Deion's a big game, you know, prime time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Deion, the whole world is paying attention. Everybody want to know what's going on with him. So that's always a
Yeah.
big topic. So we want to discuss exactly what happened with him, his team, and where we move forward. But first, what happened was they got up 29-0 over Stanford. They went to halftime. Nino, what happened, guy? What happened?
Man, listen, man. Y'all want the honest truth? I'm gonna tell you what happened, man. In my household, this is what happened. So they was up 29-0, right? I'm talking to my wife. I'm like, dang, it's a blowout. She like, yeah. Blase, blase, blase. Man, I was asleep, man. I fell asleep. And I woke up the next, man, fell asleep. I thought it was over with. Woke up the next morning and shoot, I was getting alert. I say I got alerts from everywhere. Bleacher Report, ESPN, Yahoo. You know what I'm saying? Shit, the local news here in Oklahoma. Everything going on talking about Colorado's debacle. I'm like, dang, I go check the score and I'm 46-43.
Man, yeah, I believe that's what it's 46,
Yeah,
43 is what it turned out to be,
yeah.
man.
You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, full disclosure too, just to say, I got a call, like, yeah, you know, you watching the game, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nah, not really. I wasn't watching the game. Man, I looked at the score. Excuse me, not a call, I got a text message. And I looked at the score and I'm like, it's 29-0. Man, so I never even turned on the game. So I had to watch the game after it ended, to be quite honest with you. I had to go back and watch the game because I thought it was over. You know what I'm saying?
And this ain't no shot or nothing like that. But man, in my opinion, Stanford sorry.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to, you know, it's hard for me to watch sorry ass teams play.
I mean, there's 1-4 coming into the game, I believe, right?
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't even, but my wife cut the game on first. And she was like, yeah, the Colorado game is on. I was like, yeah, they gonna blow their ass out. And she was like, yeah, it's looking like it's going there. And I'm like, for real? And that's when I went in there and it was 29-0. So shit, I didn't even really see none of it, but the score going into halftime, fell asleep, man, woke up. But what's next for him, man? You know what I'm saying?
What is next for them boys, man?
Because I'm not gonna get on here and bash another brother like that. You know what I'm saying? Contrary to what's going on the internet everywhere. I know people questioning this, questioning that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not rooting against them. You know, I wish all the celebrity that Colorado is getting. I wish it was down there at Jackson State. You know what I'm saying, to help build us up. But like I ain't gonna take a moment to bash them like most people. My deal is, I think this whole situation, because he was, I read where he was talking about his team and his team they got to figure out how to love the game like he does, the sport like he does. You know what I'm saying?
I just saw that this morning. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So what that indicates to me is that, you know, Deion does have the prime effect and he going to get recruits and everything down there, man. But if it's not rooted in more substance, you know what I'm saying? This type of thing is going to happen with those players because they down there doing it the luxurious way. You know what I'm saying? And these kids nowadays already got a sense of entitlement like a motherfucker to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Now you got Cameron in the locker room, you got Warren Sapp in the locker room, T.O. in the locker room, Lil Wayne in the locker room. Like it just feeds into
now
the
you making sense. You're making sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Feeding.
It's feeding more and more to this internet monster that it's already done to human beings to begin with. You know what I'm saying? He just putting fuel to the fire. and in
The thirst for
contentious
attention.
yeah, you know what I mean? And the contentious moments, you find out people's real character. You know what I'm saying? And you know, him making a statement like his team gotta want the, you know, man, when you live in that luxurious lifestyle, man, it's hard to have dog in you. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to have that go-getter hungry attitude. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I wonder what this does for them going forward, because they got a lot of high profile people on the team with these NIL deals and trying to get kids for $1 million and $2 million. Man, that's a lot of money and a lot of distraction and a lot of love for other things other than football. You know what I'm saying?
You never
Like,
lied.
and you a teenager, man. You know what I'm saying? So I think the flashiness that comes with Deion is cool. Is gonna get people's eyes and attention there. But you know, I hope it's not feeding a bigger monster that not only Deion dealing with, but it's all these coaches. It's happening in professional sports everywhere, man. The younger these kids get coming in, going to professional sports, you seeing it. It's the internet attitude. You know what I'm saying? And I wonder if the NIL deals and the transfer portal and not having to work hard to get a position and just up and move when things ain't going right, I wonder, is that playing a factor, you know what I'm saying, with all these college teams, you know what I'm saying? But in particular, you know, the culture and climate that has been created in Boulder, Colorado.
Man, and not to mention, and all great points, and not to mention, we got somebody like a Heisman Trophy winner, Caleb Williams, who him and his father's putting out information saying that they might not even go to the draft this year, depending on who got the first round draft pick. They try to pull Eli Manning out here.
Eli Manning, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, they said they making all this NIL money. They can make damn near about the same staying in college. And so what's the rush? There's no rush.
You know, man,
let's say the Cardinals, or let's say the Cardinals, who got the worst record right now? Or whoever, they got the first pick and he don't want to go there. And I'm not, the Cardinals do not have the worst record. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just throwing a team out there. Let's say whoever, and he don't like that team, then hey, he's out of here. Hey, hold on. Hey, Wesley Sloan, I see you in the chat. He said, what up, Wesley Sloan, my guy, Day Oneer.
What up?
Been here since the cut. Wesley Sloan is my boy Nino, in case you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, but yeah, go ahead. You hitting it right on the head, in my opinion. It's tough. It's gonna be tough on all these coaches, man, especially trying to pay these guys.
You dealing with a monster, man. Listen, man. What ground does a coach have to stand on when the kids you coaching making more money than what you make?
It happens.
Every scholarship kid in Utah got a new whatever it is. You see the truck that they got? I think a Dodge Ram. And listen, man, I played at the University of Missouri. I helped Missouri get better than what they was. Some of the players they started getting, because they got a recruiting class in there with me and a couple of other guys that just helped turn the program around. You know what I'm saying? Create winning ways there. Man. Like, I understand having a jersey sold in the shop stores and all that, not getting being on video games. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got my clear visor on the video game, number 22, all, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't getting paid for none of them. You know what I'm saying? You know, so yeah, I would have liked to got some bread off of that. I would have liked to got some bread for the autographs that I was signing, stuff like that. So I understand paying these athletes. But man, the way that they paying them and the way they going about it, man, it takes the amateurism out of it. And they gonna have to fix that, man. Because it's gonna be a lot of this week. Like, one thing, I'm gonna call it early, man. I know this is Colorado and all, but it ties into it. Like, I'll be interested to see what these football teams look like with a second loss. You got kids making $50,000 a play offensive line at the University of Texas. Do they got that same want to and grit to go out there and win a game after they already lost 2 and they ain't gonna be in the playoffs? They already taking the bowl games off.
Yeah,
Like
they are.
there's a chance the NIL deal has made college football go to shits, and I hope it don't.
I hope it
But
don't
these
either.
are the things that I look at in the character that these kids are showing nowadays. You know, high profile and all that, man. All of it. I'm going to Mizzou and I got 1,000 hats where I'm going. Oh no, I'm not going to Mizzou. I fooled y'all, and I'm putting down that hat, put on my man. It's created a monster, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just wonder the culture at Colorado, does it enhance or does it feed that beast? And this is what we're saying, because I don't think this is going to be the last game that Colorado loses this season.
Of course not. At least I don't believe so either. And it's gonna get tough. But I can say this: I do like the way Deion handles the press after the loss. Like he handles it a lot better than I thought he would. You know what I'm saying? Like, far as how
He's so flamboyant. You think he'll point fingers and take the sucker way out. Hey, I agree with you, man. He take accountability and all that. He does, but I don't know how true it is. But an article came across, and what I do with articles, man, I got to see the title like 5-6 times to finally read into it and see if it's real. Because I know it's a whole bunch of clickbait stuff out here. But I saw a title of an article. I didn't read it, but I saw a title of an article, and it says something like, Shador's account showed some kind of like jewelry sponsorship or like some type of
they posted something during halftime or something like that.
Well, right after the loss, he posted some merchandise or something like that for sale. You know what I'm saying? If that's true, that means these kids, it don't matter who you raised by, who you coached by, this generation of kid is just I'm making money off of me.
Making money.
Man, it's gonna be tough to counter that, man. It's gonna be if they don't get something done about it, it's gonna turn college football into something else. But I do agree with you, man. Deion does handle the media well. You know what I mean? When things aren't going as you think they're supposed to go. It's a lot of people out there talking. I was watching It Is What It Is, and Mason's like, some people calling for Deion's head. And I'm like, man, not after the Stanford loss. Come on, man. They just loved them up and everything. They selling $2 million or $4 million worth of shades. You know what I'm saying? They can't be talking about Al Snow guy yet, man. That's ridiculous.
Nah, it's too early, man. Come on.
Yeah. So you say you didn't watch the game either. What was your first thought when you saw, the score that they gave up the game? Well, what did you think?
Nah, I woke up like, what the hell? Like, what the I looked at the same thing. I looked at the score like, what the? Like, I thought it was over for those guys. But hey, listen, it happens in college football. Hell, when I was watching the Oregon game and they was getting drilled like that, I was like, what's going on around here? But although I didn't expect them to win that game, you know what I'm saying? But
who, Stanford?
No. I'm talking about, I'm going back Colorado, Oregon. But even still, it was still a little like shocking, like how bad they was getting beat for a minute there until they tried to, So yeah, but I knew that was coming because of the Colorado State game. When you're a 23-point favorite and you got to go to overtime with the team, that lets me know you're not as good as these people think you are.
Man, but they fed in on it. What they say? They are for real. They are the real deal. That was after the TCU win.
What do we want to?
Man, people jump the gun so fast on everything in sports.
On everything. And we can really talk about why that is, but I don't know if we really want to go there. But we know why, I think, without saying too much, I think we know why the hype is like that for Deion. And what's going on out here in the streets. And what's going on in the media. And there's certain things you can't say, and there's certain things that you just kind of got to agree with and go with nowadays, unless you will be perceived in a certain way. And we can really leave it at that, unless you want to go further. But I think we just kind of leave it there.
That's cool. You know what I mean? But so what's next? Do you see Colorado losing another game or two, or what's next for them?
I see them losing other games for sure, because look at what we've seen. I mean, Shador's a nice player, good football player. I actually like him a little bit, but it's cool. Of course, there's a couple things he need to work on. You know what I'm saying? Like Forrest, I think he tries to bail out too much in the pocket. Now, I don't know if it's just his line. They're pretty trash sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I don't know if there's much he can do about that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he has to just bail out all the time like that. Because, abnormally, you would like to see a quarterback climb the pocket, pick his spots, and move, like kind of slide a little bit, slide, glide, keeping your eyes down the field, looking, blah, blah, blah. He does, even though getting pressured, does a good job of keeping his eyes down the field. So that's one thing I am always impressed with him. But sometimes I just think it's nothing he can do. And
so is it the blitz? Is it the blitz that makes him not? Because if you look at the early games, they all played just zone and said, we're gonna rush 3, rush 4, and he was just picking their ass apart. You know what I'm saying? It was easy breeze. Shit, man. Colorado State let them go 98.
Mm-hmm.
Zone defense, just sitting back. They pressured them all game, then wait to the last 98 yards and be like, man, we just gonna let you sit back here and have it your way. Burger King this thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but he's been having happier feet, and the interceptions have been coming because he's not seeing those sit back and let you. Same thing. Caleb Williams struggled with this past week, which we'll get to later on. But most quarterbacks do struggle with pressure. But are you seeing the escaping and not climbing the pocket because of the blitz? Is that what it is?
I think so. I think that's kind of what I'm saying. Is that basically that is what I'm saying. Like, it's just
so he got to do better than against pressure. He has to do better than just escape out. He got to still man up and step up off in that pocket and get it done.
He's gonna have to just. I know you don't want to, but he's gonna have to take hits sometimes and get that football out. I mean, maybe you don't want to do that this early in his career, whatever.
Have you heard the stat on him? I think it was after the Colorado State game. Or it may have been after the Oregon game because he got beat up that game too. But they said that he had it was like 55 quarterback hits on him already this season. So it's,
maybe his chest. Maybe his chest hurt. He don't want to get hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't blame him for that all the way.
But all in all, you see them losing more than one game this year. Well, more than one. You see them losing more than one game remaining. The remaining schedule they have?
Yeah, because, what are they now? They lost 3 games already? 2 games? 3?
3. Does Colorado make 500 in the Pac-12?
Colorado made 500. Now, I had the homie, the homie. He had a bet with somebody else that they would get to 8 wins or more. That the other dude said they would get to 8.
They got to get 4 more.
He said they would get to 8 wins. Not Galen didn't bet that. He bet against it. Now they got 1, 2, 3. They got 4 and 3.
Yeah.
They have a bye week. They got UCLA coming up.
That's gonna be an even ball game, I think.
They got Oregon State after that.
Oregon State, that's gonna be an even ball game.
They got Arizona after that. We know Arizona's off the big we get to that. We'll get to that later.
I'm gonna tell the cuss word on here, man. Hey, screw Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Screw Arizona. We'll talk about that later, but screw Arizona.
We got Washington State. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Utah.
Hey, Washington State may be frozen, man. Screw Washington State too. We'll get to that later, but screw Washington State too.
Washington State, screw them. Listen, they have 4 ranked teams left on their schedule out of 5 games left. Now, Washington State might not be ranked next week. We'll see. But as it stands, it's 4 out of 5 games against ranked teams.
So minimum three games ranked. If Washington State drop out, what if Washington State drop out next week?
So you think Galen's safe? I think Galen's safe.
Yeah.
I think he got that bet. And yeah, man, they're gonna lose probably 3 of those games out of the next 5. Don't you think? 2? At
some
least,
people would expect that type. Some people would
at
expect that
least
type of
two.
language to come from me.
Nah, at
Oh
least two.
man. Ooh. Ooh.
At
Hey,
least two.
and let the people know this is a person that was rooting for Deion early in the season. You know what I'm saying? He was texting the group chat like Colorado got
Hey,
me fired up. I'm watching Colorado like it's my squad. So
I'm
it
rooting for
ain't like,
Dion.
you know what I'm saying? He's not a Deion supporter, you know what I mean? So he rooting for him. But you see him not making 800. Not making 500.
I'll tell you like this. If they can get 2 more wins, that's all they need.
So
Just
so
make it
three
to a bowl. Just make it to a bowl game.
so three losses.
I'm looking at 2 and 3, man, coming down the stretch.
Okay. Okay. So 2 or 3 more losses
Maybe
for Colorado.
listen, 3 and 2, that's great too. I mean, that's hey, hopefully they go 3 and 2, 4
Well,
and 1,
with 7 games,
but
if they win 2 more games, they bowl eligible.
that's what I'm
Now,
saying.
what bowl will they get to? You
It
know what I'm
don't
saying?
matter.
But at least they bowl eligible coming from 1-11.
It does not matter. If they can make it to a bowl, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, hopefully, I think that is, as far as I'm concerned, that is what's next for Colorado. I think that trying to make a bowl game, just trying to get the next 2 wins, and anything after that is gravy, man. Matter of fact, you've done great so far. After a one win season last year, you get your 2 more wins, you get to a bowl game. Hey, man, we on the upswing.
Hey, the only negative is this: they can't have any more comebacks like Stanford, and they can't get beat by 40 something. If they lose, it have to be in competitive fashion, man.
You right. You
Just
right.
my opinion.
You
You know what I'm saying?
gotta.
I don't think Colorado can lose by 40 again, and I don't think they can't get up 3 touchdowns and lose again. That'll be probably the nail in the coffin from there.
It's over. I mean, I mean, we don't need we don't like I said, we don't even want to die. It's over if they do that. But I mean,
Yeah.
that's it for that. And the nail in the coffin, which, not quite a transition because there is no nail in the coffin. But
Okay.
when you talk about the NFL, you talk about the 49ers, you talk about the Eagles, we talk about 2 of the best teams in the NFC, you would have to say, although the Eagles, to me, have not been playing that great so far this season, although they've managed to win every single game. You know what I'm saying? They managed to pull it off until yesterday. Yesterday was the first time where they finally, they took an L.
Hey, and man,
Go ahead.
we on the same frequency because I was getting ready to segue it over with the losses. Speaking of losses, Colorado gonna have 2 losses here. Speaking of losses, your 49ers took one, the Eagles took one. So we on the same wavelength. Shit, you from the old school. I guess you could say we from the old school, man. But shit, I was always told as a kid, man, shit, if you play with fire, you eventually gonna get your ass burnt. Yeah, I think Philly just got their ass burnt. They've been playing with fire for too long, and they got their ass burnt yesterday.
Pretty
Um,
much.
Shit, how many games that they've won have been super tight?
A lot.
Can't win like that on no level. You know what I'm saying? Eventually it's gonna, that luck run out. It's just like somebody else's luck that ran out that we're gonna talk about later. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't fool around with it, man. The football gods ain't gonna bless you like that over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised. What about you? What'd you think about Philly? Was you surprised that they lost to the Jets? The Jets don't have a quarterback, but they got the hell of a defense. You know what I'm saying? Were you surprised with that loss?
Nah, man. Honestly, I wasn't that surprised, but I was kind of like hoping for it. I can't lie. It's a 49ers fan.
Oh yeah, because you're a Niners fan, so you want
Yeah.
them to be undefeated. I got you.
We get to that.
So
We
you
get to
root
that in a
against the
minute.
Philadelphians, huh?
We get that in a minute. All right, Jalen Hurts, former Alabama, former Oklahoma player, a guy that if you've been listening to this show, more than a year, you have heard me talk about, I don't want to say disdain, but I would say like, I'm not a big Jalen Hurts fan. Even when he was in Oklahoma, that whole season, if you listen to any show, you were hearing me saying how we were not going to win that championship. We got Jalen Hurts at quarterback. It ain't happening, fellas. You know what I'm saying? He just can't pass the ball well enough for me in my liking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can think whatever you want to think. Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. I ain't going to take that away from him. Did he deserve as much money as he got? I wouldn't have paid it. That's just me personally. That's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? You can feel how you want to feel. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he took him to the Super Bowl and all that. Yeah, Brock Purdy got hurt. But he took him to the Super
Bowl. In true 49er fashion.
They got the tush push, or whatever they call it, play the brotherly shove, the ass smash, whatever they call that play where they go 4th and 1. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, when everybody just pushed Jalen Hurts to the first down. So that's like a thing now. So like,
he said the ass smash.
Yeah, whatever they want to call it. So that's what they that's what they doing out here. So, but anyway, Jalen Hurts, I like him way more than I used to. I'll say that. You know what I mean? It's just coming from, it took me a while. I didn't really care from Alabama, came to OU, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's cut to the chase. They went out there, they played their normal game that they've been playing this year, trying to run the ball, obviously threw the ball around a lot because they kind of had to at certain points. But as far as most of the games that I've seen, Jalen Hurts finished with 280 yards, 1 touchdown, but
3 picks.
3 picks, God. That ain't going to cut it, especially if you putting the ball up 45 times. First of all, no team, in my opinion, should ask their quarterback to throw the ball 45 times in a game. If you doing that, that's either you were trying to come back from something, or you was way too overly aggressive, and your game plan was off, Playboy, because you need to run the football.
Man, gotta run the ball, man. Gotta run the ball.
Seriously, if you can't run the ball, then what are we good for? What are we here for?
Man,
Swift only had 10 carries. Swift had 10 carries. Hurts with 8. Like they didn't even run the ball really like they were supposed to.
Now check this out. I will say this. I ain't watched no NFL football in 4 years, but I did sit down and watch the little Jets.
What, you been protesting?
Basically, yeah. Basically, yeah. I feel a certain way. I feel a certain way about NFL players.
We ain't gotta go there. But yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's another segment. Yeah. But I did watch the HBO special that the Jets had.
The Hard Knocks.
Hey man, them boys got a defense.
Ooh, they pack a D, don't they?
Man, listen, I can see that from afar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just they got on their D line. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh wee. You know what I'm saying? So I can see them being able to stop the run. You know what I'm saying? And I can see them getting 3 picks. So where they've been playing this way against everybody. But is the turnovers and the QB for Philly not looking the way he's supposed to? Is it just kudos to the Jets defense?
I think the defense just played a fantastic football game, and they were trying to. Although Jalen Hurts was doing his thing, getting out of the pocket like he normally does, and running the football. You know what I'm saying? But like, to me, it just wasn't clicking all the way like it usually does. Like, he usually hits a lot more plays down the field. Bigger chunk plays and stuff like that. He did it a few times, of course. But their defense stood up as much as they could, especially when you got Zach Wilson out there not playing the greatest of football. But you know what he didn't do though? He did not turn the football over.
Didn't turn it over.
Yeah, he did not turn the football over. So they won the game. If you had to ask me, 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10,
win that game.
Philly probably win the football game, but the Jets got that one. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of the same thing that happened in the next game that we're going to talk about.
Man, I'm going to give this one all to you because I don't know nothing about Cleveland because of my protest. And I've heard lots of good things about San Fran. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's podcasts that I look at or listen to, or just articles that I get sent to my phone, they speak very highly of the QB Purdy. You know, Debo, he was a beast at South Carolina in college.
Mhm.
And then, you know, McCaffrey, man, you know, he got the sauce, man. That boy can play. So with just those players right there, I know the 49ers should have had a advantage. Now, McCaffrey and Debo got hurt, but
Yeah.
surprise as a
Hold on,
49er
hold
fan.
on. Hold on, back up a second. I think you kind of like muted for a second.
Oh, I did. My bad. Now, I was saying I've heard about the 49ers. You know, Debo, you know, Purdy's a good quarterback. Heard about, you know, McCaffrey doing his thing, probably better than he was when he was in Carolina, you know what I'm saying? So just from a talent standpoint and a roster standpoint, you would think that the 49ers will win that football game. I know Debo and McCaffrey both got hurt, but were you surprised that the 49ers couldn't beat Cleveland without Deshaun Watson?
All right, well, let's take it a second at a time. You know what I'm saying? Let me break it. As a Niner fan, let me break it down for a second. Matter of fact, what's the time? Where we at? Nah, mark the time. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go.
So he finna break down the breakdown.
I just want to talk about it for a quick little second.
Come on, man. I was surprised, you know what I'm saying? Then I heard that Deshaun Watson didn't play, and it's like, now I did hear there was some BS during the game too. In another chat, one of my partners text like it was some BS or something like that. So I don't know the full scoop of what happened, but something happened at the end of the game to keep the 49ers from winning, or was they gonna lose the game regardless because he missed the field goal?
All right. So what happened was last week, let's back it up a second. Last week they played the 49ers played the Cowboys. Big game, Sunday night football. Ended up being a blowout. You know what I'm saying? George Kittle got the F Dallas shirt on under his jersey and all that stuff. Reminiscent of the 95 squad when I believe 95 squad when the dude I can't remember his name. He had the same t-shirt on. He had a replica of that t-shirt. Nice. But you know, you talk a good game, you talk a lot of stuff, you pump yourself up. Feeling good. Here we go. What do I like to say? They smelling themselves. They feeling like they can't,
smelling your whole piss, huh?
Hey, walking on water out here, gliding on air, swinging from buildings like Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, looking good.
They got the last dragon glow, huh?
They just got the glow. Yeah. Man, I swear it was orange. You know what I mean? He was shining. You know
straight up.
Brock Purdy, they were saying, oh man, we ain't seen nothing like this since Tom Brady. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, everybody.
He hasn't lost a game. He hasn't lost a game and blah, blah, blah.
Let's calm down. See, you know me as a OU football fan. You know how you would, I believe you would say I'm more of a rational OU football fan.
You know yes, compared to many, yes. I would agree with that. Well, yes, compared to the masses. Yes, sir.
I'm the same way with my Niners, okay? So I'm the same guy who, not that I thought Trey Lance was better than Brock Purdy or nothing like that, but I wanted to see the third overall pick get a true opportunity to play. The guy who had the high ceiling with the strong arm, who's supposed to be so smart and intelligent as y'all said he was. Although it wasn't looking like it on the field because the boy has only had 300-something throws as a quarterback. Like, you got to have experience. So why did you draft the kid if you didn't plan on playing him?
Where he come out of?
He came out of a Division II school, North Dakota.
Okay.
North Dakota State. You know, they won championship back to back and all that stuff.
That's where Carson Wentz from.
Carson Wentz. And still,
yeah.
Right. He's the predecessor. Well, it was one dude in between them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then it was Trey Lance. Great raw talent, got a strong arm, right for the football, but he just didn't have enough experience. Now I understand the situation they have. We're not going to go through that. Broke his leg, blah, blah, blah. Brock Purdy got in. He got the start. Brock Purdy looks better because he has played, I don't know, he played like 4 years in college. So naturally, he's going to be able to progress, assess things. His processing, that's what I meant to say. His processing ability is a lot better than Trey Lance at this moment because he don't have that type of experience. Okay. Yeah. I'm saying all of that to say we get down to a game now. We saw Brock Purdy go through undefeated. He ain't never lost a game that he finished.
Right. I've heard that.
You know what I'm saying? What happened yesterday was something a little different. It happened to him at Iowa State. This is the only reason why I mention all this stuff. Because yesterday, Christian McCaffrey, as you mentioned, got hurt. Hurt his oblique, his rib. Who knows how bad it is? They don't really want to say right now. Deebo Samuel hurt his shoulder. You know, ironically enough, he was out there bumping shoulders with people pregame. They about to fight and stuff. Trent Williams came over there, you know what I'm saying? Had to get his back. So he gets hurt, right? Now, next thing you know, after the first drive, like second or third drive, Trent Williams gets hurt. So now you got
he's not playing with he ain't got the full deck with him right now.
Now they came out and scored a touchdown the first drive. Easy work. Touchdown. Looked like the Niners. Defense came out, Fred Warner interception. Crazy. Looking good. But then here you go. I think it was maybe Deebo first, Trent Williams second, Christian McCaffrey third, all within consecutive drives, I believe.
Damn.
Boom, 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 boom.
So they played the majority of the game without them.
Yes, they played pretty much the whole game without them, which pretty much means they played the whole game with Purdy. I bet Brock Purdy had a flashback. He thought he was at Iowa State. He said, "Where's Breece Hall?" Hey, he was like, "Where's Breece Hall? I ain't got Breece Hall." He was looking around. He couldn't figure out what the hell was going on.
Hey, don't the Niners got another good receiver though?
Brandon Ayuk. And let me tell you something. Yeah. He was doing his thing, but Brock Purdy actually got a great ball off, like on maybe the third or fourth drive. They was blitzing. He just threw it and turned his shoulder. That bitch downfield, like a 40-yard pass. Brandon Ayuk fingertip couldn't haul it in, man. Would have been a great play. But other than that, Brock Purdy was overthrowing Ayuk. Had Christian McCaffrey coming down the side on one play, overshot him. Some things that we're not used to seeing from Brock Purdy. It was wet outside. It was a little cold. It was rainy. Maybe
that's how I was saying.
Maybe he just, he ain't been there in a while. Maybe he just couldn't.
Okay. I don't know. He's been in the California sunshine too long. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he's been out in the Cali weather too long.
Okay.
The ball was slipping out. One play on the third down, he go to make the play wide open. Ball just flies out of his hand as he's bringing it back. It was one of them type days.
Oh, okay.
Everything went wrong. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what I will say, Cleveland defense is real. Let's not take nothing away. The Cleveland Browns, they are ranked number 1 right now in defense, yardage wise. Okay, they real, and they Myles Garrett and them. They not playing up front.
They rank higher than the Jets.
Yes, they rank higher than the Jets. They come in
Myles Garrett for real. He was for real at Texas A&M. That boy can play. All right. So you say 9 times out of 10, Philly beats the Jets. Mm-hmm. 9 times out of 10, your Niners beat Cleveland.
Pretty much, because we all know. Like, if I would skip forward, I guess a little bit, but yes, no, it's cool. They had a couple terrible penalties, and they 49ers went up. Cleveland had some. It's like literally. I'm thinking the game almost won. It's like 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left. And they get a penalty on the third down, I believe. A pass interference that was it was shaky, but whatever. And then on like a fourth down or another third down, they get a personal foul penalty, like blow the helmet to helmet, blow to blow. Look at the replay, never, it was all shoulder. Never
So this
touched
is the
him.
bullshit people was texting me about.
Yes, bullshit.
Okay.
So they get down there, they get a field goal, they go up. Now, Brock Purdy, with a minute left, to his credit, having his worst game as the NFL quarterback. Worst game possible. He only threw for 125 yards. Terrible. Threw a pick. Ain't threw a pick all season.
Yeah, I did hear that. I heard that earlier too.
Right down the field. Red Ayuk comes to life, comes down, get down there, gets the field goal range. It's the controversy. Another one is it's third down. The clock's running now. Now they do have enough time to possibly run one more play before they kick the field goal. But Kyle Shanahan chose not to take the chance. You know what I mean? For the clock to run out or whatever. And he went in and kicked the field goal on third down. And they kicked the field goal with time running out. But it was a 41-yard kick. Yeah, sure. You could have risked maybe getting, you could have probably tried to get another yard or two on a run, got up and hurried up and get the field goal.
Hey, man, in the NFL, 41 supposed to be money.
That's supposed to be money. That's the only why I can't blame him. Now, if it was 53, I'd have been like, all right, Cal, you need to try to get
try to get a little cut, make it a little easier for him.
41, you're supposed to mark that, buddy.
Yeah. When you get the ball back and you get down to the 40, like you wish it, man, let us get to about the 40. We'll have a chance. Let us get to about the 30 something. We got a chance.
Right. Rookie kicker now. Rookie kicker that they drafted in the third round. This kicker's not usually drafted. Jake Moody from Michigan. Got a great leg, but not as accurate as Robbie Gould that we had last year, the last couple of years. You know, old school Robbie Gould. He might not have the strongest leg, but he accurate as hell.
He gonna find a way to get it in there.
Anything from 45 in, he probably got it. Yeah.
Hey, man, the kicker only got one job.
One job, kick the football.
He don't do nothing all practice but kick the ball, man. He might play catch with another kicker.
Right.
They're not running wind sprints and all that shit with the team. You know what I'm saying? They're not conditioning and doing all that. You know what I mean? Like kickers is on their own. So for him to have one job, you know what I'm saying, and he get a nice little opportunity at 41 yards, man. And on that level, man, the expectation is that's money.
Supposed to be money, but that's what it was. So the 49ers, the Eagles lost. And what's next for both of them is, to me, man, just rebound. I mean, it's nothing much. I mean, it's one loss. First losses, the last two undefeated teams, first losses of the season. It's not much. It's not much to frown upon. 49ers especially. I mean, you played your worst game in 2 years, and you still could have won on the last second field goal, but your kicker just missed the field goal. So I'm not tripping on that. Eagles, I do feel like have a little bit more work to do because they just don't look as quite as cohesive all season. The 49ers have been looking like a machine, but the Eagles they've been winning games, but they've been kind of like, I think they got some stuff they still need to touch up, but
So does Philly, because I haven't seen them, does Philly need more work on offense, more on defense, more special teams, or just everything?
I think it's offense because the offensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator left, I believe, but the offensive coordinator for sure. And I think they just trying to, the offensive coordinator was, I don't know, was it Stefanski? I can't remember his name, but he left. And I think it's just not as cohesive yet as it was. They trying to find their rhythm, get back in their groove again. You know, when somebody new come in, you know, the changes, and they don't call each play the same in each situation. So stuff becomes a little bit different. And everybody got to get used to everything. And we got to get back to what we was doing good. You know what I'm saying? So I think, although I think they working towards it, they're going to get there. But it is what it is. The Eagles they just got to come back and rebound. And that's what it's, but I really did want to talk about our predictions. The goddamn at me, the last week prediction, we did the college football prediction. We wanted to see who was gonna win this thing, man. It's a competition, damn it. We ain't out here playing. We out here playing for keeps. You know what I'm saying? We trying to see. We still ain't figured out a wager, but we will figure it. Matter of fact, y'all help us figure out. Anybody who comment in past, present, and future, let us know what y'all think we should put up on the line as far as who wins at the end of the season. But for week 7, remember, we didn't start till week 7. We're not doing the NFL right now, although we could pick that up if you want. But we're going to stick with college for right now, week 7. And we only doing top 25 games. We're not playing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
Hey, why you putting that comment, you know what I mean, on what the wager should be, go ahead, hit another, that like, and then, you know what I'm saying, hit that subscribe, and then after this is over with, go share that, you know what I'm saying, like, all that's together, you know what I'm saying, the comment, everything, that's just one transaction right there, man, make that happen.
It's all free, too. It's just a couple hits of the button, it's all free, you know what I'm saying?
Capital F.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Capital F for free, capital F.
Friff. Now, when we get to, like I said, right there, man, appreciate that, though. But, yeah, let's get to the top 25. And I want to start the opposite direction as where we started last time, because I want to go up from the bottom. We started at the top. It was a lot of loose games at the top. We ain't got to worry about them. You know what I'm saying? But let's start right here at Missouri versus Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Let's go right to it.
My boy, you heard? Shout out to we were going first. That's unrehearsed.
Now,
okay. I thought we was gonna start. You know what I'm saying? USC Notre Dame. So we starting out with the Tigers right out. You know what I'm saying?
We going right to it. We going right to it because this is the game.
Shout out. You know what I'm saying? You know the Vegas gold. Man, hey. I was nervous early, man. 14-0 in Kentucky. Come out sleepwalking. Like, ooh, man.
I thought, hey, let them know, though. Hold on. We got to let them know that I did pick Missouri at first.
I was going to tell you thank you, man. I was going to tell you thank you for that.
I was going to pick Missouri at first. But at the last second, I changed my mind to Kentucky, and of course, my boy went with Mizzou. And
how you feel about change your mind, Lay? How you feel, man? How you feel?
Well, I was going off instinct, and honestly, trying to not necessarily saying I was trying to pick a wrong pick, but I felt like that was a chance for me to maybe mix it up a little bit to where we can, because I got to try to I got to try to sneak some wins in somewhere.
Hey, man, so, it is strategic, man. It is strategic.
You got to be strategic about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that really was. But that was a game where Kentucky did look like they was going to do their thing, man. But Michigan, I'm talking about Michigan. Missouri actually came and did their thing, man.
Hey, shout out to the head coach for having the kahunas on the fake punt. You heard?
I'm gonna let you get it. Man, kind of just run us through what you saw in that or in the game, in the end of the game, however you want to do it. Let me know, man, because I didn't really see the game like that. So let me know how it really went down. How did they pull the victory off, man? When I didn't think they was gonna do it. Let's go.
14-0, man. I was sitting up like, it was a couple of games at the same time that looked like I was going to get my ass whooped the picks this week. I was like, oh, shoot. He finna be talking noise and all that. You know what I'm saying? But, man, they went down 14-0, man, and just kept playing.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if Kentucky got like sometime, man, on the sideline, if you jump out on the team too quick, the sideline is like, oh, yeah, they're weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is for play. They weak. You know what I'm saying? And that mind state can trick you off, you know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to cut it back on when another team get momentum. And it kind of looked like what happened to Kentucky. Shit jumped out 14-0 quick. And before you know it, that lead is gone. And most of it, the momentum shifted when Missouri faked that punt, man. It was a big-time punt. Special teams came through for us. And then after that, man, Mizzou maintained control for the majority of the game. You know, Kentucky fought back here and there, but it was too many mistakes on Kentucky's behalf. And man, Mizzou kind of played a complete game. You know what I'm saying? They complemented each other well throughout. You know what I'm saying? And that's why there was 35 points scored. I believe. I think it was 35-21 or something like that. 2 touchdown wins. So
Yeah,
shout out, man.
38-21.
38-21. So 17. Yeah. They handed it to him, man. Which I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? So make them think about that Georgia loss, man. Them boys just got beat up the game before. You know what I'm saying? Don't give them no life. You know what I'm saying? And Mizzou did a pretty good job after the 14-0 start. You know what I'm saying? Of doing that.
Nah, they did, man. That's just looking at it. I mean, like you said, Kentucky coming out 14-0 first quarter, Missouri coming out putting 17 up in the second quarter. You know what I'm saying? And then finishing out fourth quarter, they put 18 up, blanked them in the fourth. Kentucky did put up 7 in the third, and Missouri put up 3 in the third.
That's when they were still trying to fight a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But Mizzou put the muscle on their ass.
I mean, for real, gave it to them. Like, that was one of the things that, hey, that's just one of the things where, you know, you take a chance and you lose sometimes. You know, sometimes it don't work out for you everyone.
Hey man, sometimes strategy, because we was damn near like somebody had to take a game that was gonna be a win, you know what I'm saying? So, you know,
I had to.
Yeah. So it's all good.
It is. But that was like I say, but that was one of them games where that's cool because we got other games like USC Notre Dame. We got USC Notre Dame, you know what I'm saying? Unless you got any final closing words on you. I don't want to just hop off your boys from Missouri that.
No. It's all good, man. Enough said.
They are 6-1 now. They're gonna have to put them back in the top 25 now. You know what I'm saying? They are 6-1.
I don't know the rest of their schedule.
Kentucky was 24.
Yeah. I don't know the rest of their schedule. You know, you did have some teams that was ranked around that 20 range that lost, I believe. So, you know, if they at 6-1, hell, if Louisville could be ranked 14, you know what I'm saying, Mizzou can be in the top 25 at 6-1. But I don't know the rest of their schedule, you know what I'm saying? So I know we ain't there. We ain't the complete team yet, you know what I'm saying? But yesterday, and Kentucky's a solid team to beat, but, you know, I ain't going to stamp them as this is that type of season until they beat at least one more team with some credibility. You know, maybe a Tennessee. I don't even think Florida would be a good win for them. I think stepping up and beating a team like Tennessee that's in the East, Georgia is coming up either this week or next week. You know what I'm saying? Those would be two good measuring sticks about where Mizzou really is this season.
Well, they do have South Carolina coming up next. They have a bye week after that.
Okay.
Bye week after that. They got number 1 Georgia after that.
Oh, so we got the bye. We got 2 weeks to study for Georgia. I wonder if that makes a difference.
We'll see. We got number 19, Tennessee or Tennessee.
We got them back to back. Okay, and who was the other one?
Then we got Florida after that, and then we got Arkansas to finish it off. So
if we
South Carolina bye week, Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, Arkansas.
Yeah, so we can stay, because you know it's gonna be a physical game against Tennessee and Georgia. If we can stay healthy, we should be able to beat Arizona at the end of the season, and we should be able to beat Florida. So you know this could be a 8-9 win season. You know what I'm saying? That'd be good. Shit, yeah, could be 9 wins. Yeah, that'd be a good season for Mizzou.
Bad. All right, listen. That will be a good season. You know what I'm saying? I wish I'd up at the best. Yeah. But now let's get to the goddamn Notre Dame, USC, Caleb Williams, Heisman Trophy Caleb Williams. Put some respect on that boy name. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Williams, but let me tell you, respect went out the window. We were shooting layups. Let me tell you, the boy threw 3 interceptions. The boy went out here. My guy, Caleb Williams, who 3 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? 1 touchdown. I am saying this facetiously, of course, since he did leave my Oklahoma Sooners. But man, I still love you anyway, Caleb. I want you to do good. But man, he played like bull jump the other night. You know what I'm saying? ain't that what Dion was saying? He played like bull jump, man. You know what I'm saying?
Classic,
He out here
dog.
trying to
Classic.
pull. He out here trying to pull the Patrick Mahomes when he don't have to pull the Patrick Mahomes. He just like for real. It's like sometimes when he could just climb the pocket, like we talked about earlier, like some people should do. He does it well when he wants to do it, but sometimes I feel like I don't know. Sometimes I think he preempts the stuff in his brain, like he just wants to go out here and spin off a D tackle, run to the side,
Yeah.
throw a
Let you get real close to tackling me and pull my legs out and high self.
I said that. Like, all right, man. Stop being cute. But anyway, so Notre Dame decided to, you know what? Forget that. I'm gonna come out here, run this football on you. You know what I'm saying? Play good defense. And that's where I must say you had a keen observation when I was talking to you earlier, like what is it, during the game a little bit, where you kind of was texting back and forth.
It was in the first half.
In the first half, texting back and forth. And I was saying how usually on a Lincoln Riley coach offense, a lot of people like to rush 3, drop 8, like drop a lot of people in the coverage and do those things. But you was telling me something different. Let me know a couple things that you saw that Notre Dame was doing to make USC struggle.
Yeah. So this is just my observation. You know what I'm saying? It's coming from one game. And even when you was texting me early, I was like, man, I want to see if this is the deal in the second half before I say, you know what I'm saying, what I'm seeing is for real.
Right on.
But what I saw was 2 things that bothered him and kept him off his square all night. One was the defensive line stunts that Notre Dame was mixing up. They did twists, they did slants, they did stunts where the end was going inside, backers wrapping around, and then the coverage that he struggled with was cover 3 or cover 1, or if you want to say a single high safety look, one high safety look. Taking away the middle of the field, he struggled with that, man. 2 of his interceptions came when Notre Dame was in some variation of a single high safety defense. You know what I'm saying? And out of a 4-man front, you know what I'm saying, you blitz 1, normally that's going to put you in a cover 1 or a cover 3. And he struggled with it, man. And Notre Dame did a very nice job mixing it up when they were playing zone or a man single high safety look. And he struggled with it, man. He threw high to a tight end type of player early in the game for the first interception. Then there was another one later on because I was keeping track and I was like, dang, he threw another pick with a single high safety. So you know,
what was that one on the sideline where it's like it was a couple dudes over there. I couldn't figure out why he threw that one. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
I gotta see the play. Forgive me, I don't remember that one in particular.
Okay, yeah. I didn't see all of them, but I did see that one. That's all right. You probably took the other one that I didn't see. Yeah.
Notre Dame did stuff with their safeties. They'll play him on a hash, and he'll work to the middle. They did stuff where if the safety that didn't have a man in coverage because of the formation that USC came out in, then he become the low rat and he becomes spying on Caleb Williams. So it was hard for him to get away from a safety type or DB type player. Notre Dame did a good job mixing it up. Where he had success at is when Notre Dame played 2 high safety stuff where the middle of the field is open. Whether, you know what I'm saying, they're 3-by-1 and running somebody up that middle seam, or if they get somebody dragging across and the backers are a little bit shallow and the middle of the field is open. The most completions that he had was a verse of 2 high safety look, whether it was cover 4 or cover 2, and he struggled mightily taking away the middle of the field, especially deep.
Sorry, man. So in that game, as far as how he did, Caleb Williams, whatever, do you think that takes him out the Heisman, or you think it's still okay after a 3 interception game?
I think he's good for right now. If they play Oregon this year, or if he struggles against another good team, you know what I'm saying, then that possibly can. But you know, who in the Heisman race hasn't lost 1 or 2 games already, where he hasn't separated himself already. So if anything, he might have brought himself back to the pack a little bit, but I don't think it threatened anything because who else has stood out on that type of level to overtake him at number one? Shador's had some good games, but he's taking some losses. Shit, who else is out there besides Shador?
You know what's gonna happen? First of all, Michael Penix. Let's not forget about the
Oh,
guy
the boy from Washington. My
from
bad. Put some
Washington.
respect on that boy's name. My
And
bad,
he
player.
pulled it out, didn't he?
My bad, player. My bad, player. Put
He
some
pulled
respect
it
on his
out,
name.
didn't he?
I didn't try to make you go to Washington. You know what I'm saying? By disrespecting the young fella, but you know what I'm saying. My bad, yeah.
Hey,
You know, you got Bo Nix in there, but Bo Nix just took a loss. You know what I'm saying?
hey, you know what? You know who is emerging, and this ain't just because it's me. Kurt Herbstreit said the other day.
Oh, the quarterback from OU.
Dylan Gabriel had his Heisman moment against Texas with that last second touchdown throw.
See, this is the deal, though.
And you know me, I am fleas. I ain't went far as to go there.
Yeah.
Although that's my guy, that's my boy. I ain't went so far as to go there, and I will not go there until we undefeated with 1 or 2 games left.
Hey, but that's what I was saying earlier when I forgot about the Pettit kid and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really a deep Heisman class this year.
Nah.
So based on what others have shown,
it's really Caleb's to lose.
It's Caleb's to lose, but it allows somebody to get in that 5th spot. And I ain't taking no, you know what I'm saying? No, nothing off nobody's game. But it's easier to jump in that 5th spot right now for a kid like the quarterback from Oklahoma because the Heisman race isn't very deep right now. Nobody's really putting up those type of seasons.
His name is Dylan Gabriel. Put some respect on that boy.
He got a good win. I just think others have done more. I think others have done more that are in the Heisman race. You know what I'm saying?
No, I got
you. Know, if he in the 5th spot, that's cool. What is it? Dylan Gabriel?
Dylan Gabriel.
More from
Hawaii.
I'm trying to remember that,
man.
I'm gonna try to remember that, man. Yeah, I'm gonna try to remember that.
Are you gonna remember my name and what he said? Ali said, you gonna remember
that? Yeah. What's your take on the USC and Notre Dame game? What you and what's next for Notre Dame coming off? I mean, what's next for USC coming off a loss?
What's next for USC is they better try to just pull it through because we got, man, listen, we all know Alex Grinch. Boy, should he be on? I mean, listen, I don't know if anybody other than Lincoln Riley thinks he shouldn't be on the hot seat. Maybe he don't think so. But, man, Lincoln Riley, listen to me. Alex Grinch has to go if you want to win a national championship in your life. Because we saw the same thing.
At OU.
We saw it at OU. I saw you with great offenses, Heismans and all that. But the defense just couldn't hold up. In my heart of hearts.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
What is the definition of insanity?
Man, I think it's doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result.
Man, you a smart black man. you know what you mean. So, I mean, you know, Alex Grinch over and over expecting a different result right now is kind of insane.
Man, it's kind of insane, yo.
And I'm not gonna ever get on the show and call for a man's
That's
job.
Hard to do.
They got kids at the crib to go to school in those areas.
For real,
and, you know,
man. Nice house and everything.
Go to the grocery stores and they got to uproot and move. It's part of the job description.
They're going to Whole Foods, man. They're going to Sprouts, Whole Foods, Natural Grocery. They're getting that good food.
And I know we're going to have some people be like, man, they rich. They ain't got nothing to worry about. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or what? Oh, man, he signed up for it. You know, he getting paid millions and that's part of the job. You know, so I understand that part too. But, and I know Grinch personally, man, he was a GA when I was at Mizzou. So I figured he learned, you know, a little bit better than what he's doing right now. But, you know, I can't be on here and not be honest, man. Grinch ain't doing very good, man.
We
He's
gotta get him out of
not
there.
doing a good job, man. I made some valid points of why he wasn't doing good at OU, but when he goes to another school and things are still happening, he's the common denominator, man. So he's not doing good, man. And like you say, what's next for them is they better hold on for dear life and hope the offense can get them to a Pac-12 championship. And you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't gonna be on the defense, man. It ain't gonna. They don't stop the run. They don't stop the pass. They don't stop pocket passes. They don't. They don't do good against scramblers. They don't stop nothing, man.
Nothing. So those boys got, if I'm looking at this correctly, yes, they got Utah coming up next, California, Washington, Oregon, and UCLA. That's how they finishing now. So they might get 2 more losses on that thing. Maybe. There's possibly 2 more losses. It's possible they can go undefeated. It's no defense. It's not much defense being played nowhere in the Pac-12. So let's not act like they can't win every game.
Yeah. Hey, and check this out. To a question that you asked earlier, I think that's a game right there where you can see the Heisman race shift. If the boy Pettit play his ass off that week,
you're right.
That's the week that shit can hit the fan and people got to go in and change the vote or something.
Mm-hmm. Nah, you ain't lying about that. But yeah, man, we got LSU Auburn. Now, I believe I picked LSU on this one.
Hey man, listen, you won. Auburn can't score no points, and the microphone is yours, buddy.
I ain't much to say. Is it the fact that I just looked at? No, I don't have much to say. I watched approximately probably 27 minutes and 30 seconds of this game. You know what I'm saying? I saw a little bit of it. I just saw the score. I was happy with it. LSU. I'm not even sitting there and lie to you and make up nothing, act like I sat there and had my popcorn. Oh, I'm watching LSU Auburn. No, I didn't.
Right.
It was 48-18. What was I supposed to watch? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was nothing for me to look at. It was nothing for me to break down or comprehend. All we know is LSU beat the brakes off of Auburn, hands and feet. Anything you got to say about that? That's all I got to say about it. We can move on.
You won our loss. Next subject.
Next subject. All right. Washington State, Arizona.
And you won. So I won Mizzou, and I won the Notre Dame USC game. Mm-hmm. And you won. What's the game we just talked about?
I won the blowouts because Arizona beat Washington State 44-6. Yeah,
that's why I said screw AZ and screw Washington State. Both of them. But you did say before they played that they've been putting up points against everybody, and I blame it on the Pac-12 being sorry. Right. And man, it looked like Arizona played defense 6 points.
Yeah, look like they played some type of defense anyway.
Some type of defense, you hear me? Man, I ain't got nothing to say about that game. You got the mic, homie.
But hey, Arizona, like I said, came out, did what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? Came out, looked like, quarterback threw for 342 yards. They only got sacked one time, but they didn't have no touchdowns. They didn't like that either. They was running the football on these boys. We had two boys over 70 yards. Another one for 37 and a bucket. One of them had 3 touchdowns. My man Coleman. I don't know what happened. I didn't really watch the game. I don't give a damn. All I know is Arizona won.
Did you just catch yourself right there?
Yeah, you heard it. You heard him.
He's trying to hit that, but he want to hit that button for green.
He's trying to hit the button on him. Now, that's where we split. So the games we disagreed on, we went 2-2. Not bad, right? Now, the games we was agreed on and we lost was that damn Louisville. Damn Louisville. Went out there and lost the football game for us.
Look, man, because I want you to hit that green button, dog, for the M word, dog. I'm gonna just hold back, man. But I really got some words for Louisville, man. I knew they was fraudulent, man. 14.
14. They lost to 1-4 or whatever, 2-4, whatever 1-4. Pittsburgh, was it? Pitt, yes. 38-21.
Nah, and we talk so much noise on this. Oh, Pitt, sorry, man. They gotta win this game. It ain't no use even. Man, number 14, my ass, man. Man, before I say something to get us in trouble, man, let's just go ahead and move to the next.
Let's just move on.
Because Louisville done pissed me off, dog. Dog. Ooh, when I seen that score, dog, yeah. Let's move on from Louisville because they pissed me off.
Kansas let us down against OSU. Now, OSU, I must say, guys, I do have a degree from OSU, so I got to shout them out. Although I am Boomer Sooner all day, you know what I'm saying? Soon to have a degree from there, too. But, man, Kansas let us down against OSU because we both
let us down, dog.
We both picked Kansas. Thought Kansas would come away with that one pretty nicely. Like, as far as a tight game, I didn't think it was going to be like a blowout. And I thought it was going to be like a 3-7 point game. But I thought Kansas was going to pull it out in the end. Negative ghostwriter.
Man.
Negative.
I'm just disappointed, dog. We ain't got to go on, you know what I'm saying, a whole breakdown of why they lost to this and that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm disappointed, man. I thought this was a year that Kansas, you know, beat a team with some prestige, you know what I'm saying? Not saying Oklahoma State got all that, but, you know, they've been around for a while. They always a solid program. They got Heisman Trophy winners. They got Biletnikoff winners and stuff like that, you know what I mean, in their history. So, you know, Kansas being able to go beat a team like that, you know what I'm saying, I think was something that they needed to take the next step. But Kansas is definitely better than what they've been. Yes. But yesterday was Kansas being Kansas, man. And I voted on them, man. I picked them.
That's what's wrong. Why would we pick Kansas, man? What the hell?
Listen, I went to Mizzou hat, man.
What in the hell?
Kansas, man. You know what I'm saying?
I went to OSU. Why the hell would I pick Kansas? What the hell is that about? My bad. My bad, guys. Trash.
Yeah, my bad, man. MIZZOU. You know what I'm saying? Such and such, you know, FKU.
Yeah, Boomer Sooner. I don't know about Ohio State shit. Still Boomer Sooner. But yeah, hey, listen.
Even though they're on a bye week, go ahead and throw that in there, huh?
Yeah. Oh, you.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. All right. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go to this. Last game. The last game we got wrong.
Oh, yeah. How could I forget that?
Last thing we're gonna talk about before I gotta get up out of here, man. Go check out this boy. Oregon, Washington. We both picked Oregon for the victory, man. Bo Nix had 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. It ain't like he just really gave it away. Michael Penny, really, he actually had an interception, but he had 4 touchdowns, and he did have the game-winning drive, man. They won the game. Anything you want to say about that? We lost. Another.
Man, shout out to the boy Pettit, man. One thing I didn't know about Washington until I peeped it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't realize how many transfers they have. Like one of the receivers from Bama. Yeah, like they got some talented kids from other places, and that receiver they got, you know what I'm saying? I know they don't play defense in the Pac-12. I wonder if he has the speed for the next level, but they got that boy as like the number 1 receiver in the draft this year. That number 1 for Washington, he like 6'2", 215, and he caught the ball well, man. He gave Oregon fits. Man, Washington got a little bit better roster than what I thought. I don't know, you know, Pac-12, I still feel the same way about them, so I don't know what Washington does against, you know, a Georgia or nothing like that. But I was surprised to see how well they played. The game was so good. I think, if they played again, you know, either team could win. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a nice competitive game. It wasn't in the 50s like I thought it would be. I almost thought you called it because you said that the score was going to be like 30-something to 20-something, and it was that for a little bit. I thought it was going to end on that. What you think about the play for Oregon, man? When they went for it on fourth down instead of punting it and making Washington go the distance. Did you see that play?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Nah, I don't have much comment. But I mean, listen. I mean, what would you have done? What would you have done?
I think in that situation, man, I think I go ahead and listen, you gotta have nuts in this game. So I'm not knocking.
Not because are we talking about the same game? So what no, hold on, break it back down to it. What exactly happened?
So Oregon had like a fourth down, maybe 1 and 2 from like damn near midfield.
All right.
They go for it and don't get it.
Oh, they gave him the short field. Yeah.
They gave him a short field, you know what I'm saying? And then Washington goes down there. For me, I don't see it being like your defense has played decent enough to where I can pin you down there on your own 10 or closer.
No, I remember now. I remember. No, I remember now. I almost had to get. I almost had it confused with the Miami game from last week. I'm tripping. I almost said that's why. That's why I just
looked at the I'm not gonna say it was a blunder. I'm not gonna say it was that bad. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
But it was one of those, if he makes the first down, it's like, man, he went to win that game. You know what I'm saying? Bo Nix, Heisman, whatever. But it happened twice because they could have kicked a field goal before the half. They could have kicked a field goal. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. But on the play in the fourth quarter, he didn't kick it, and that's the drive where they wouldn't score.
The only reason why you don't kick it right there, to me, is if you trying to go ahead and crush them, like that's cool. But depending on how you was playing, like sometimes, man, unless you just have no faith in your defense, bruh. Sometimes you just too close to your goal line to go for it.
And Washington had one timeout.
Ah, man, you bugged out. I can see they had no timeouts or something like that. Yeah, he bugged out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What was your thoughts on the game? What's does your opinion on Washington change any beating Oregon? Or it's kind of like the same thought because they play in the Pac-12?
Honestly, it's the same.
It's the same?
Yeah, I don't think no more, no less. I mean, I'm just being quite honest. I mean, you beat Oregon. Sure. I
mean, don't have any national titles here lately.
Yeah,
I feel you.
So cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But it don't impress me much. It don't impress me much. So
what's next for Oregon? You know what I mean? Like, does a quarterback stay in the Heisman race? You know what I'm saying? Like, they took an L, all these teams that took L's today, we trying to figure out what's next for them. Shit, what's next for the Ducks?
What's next for the Ducks? Let's see. You know what? Let's see what's next for the Ducks. So let them look at their schedule real fast. They got Washington State coming up.
Shit, man. Okay.
That's a win, right? That should be a win.
It should be a win, dog. Should be, dog.
I guess we got to decide. We got to predict that one. Will Washington State have that comeback game? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, and they got Utah after that, and then they got California, USC, Arizona State, Oregon State.
So they still got 2 more key games left.
They still got about 2 losses on their schedule. At least one, maybe 2.
One in the possible, huh? Like
one in the possible.
Stage, one in the possible, huh?
Hey, look at
that. Okay. So what's next for us, man? What's next on your show?
Man, what's next is, man, first of all, we got to come back and we got to predict the games before the Thursday game so we can get there. Well, if I thought about this too, if it's a top 25 game.
Bingo. Okay. So we back at it with that. At it with that. Speaking of that, what was our record this time around? Who won this week, man?
The record.
What happened this week? I know the people excited to see that. since
All
we
right.
competing and all that. You know what I mean? Who won this week?
So obviously, with the anticipation built up, nobody won. Actually, it was a tie. Hey, listen, 13-5. We both went 13-5. We both lost on the Oregon game, the Kentucky game. Oregon, that was a loser for us. Kansas was a loser for us. Louisville was a loser for us.
Sorry ass.
Sorry. Okay, Arizona versus Washington State. I got that one. LSU versus Auburn. I got that one.
Blowouts.
USC versus Notre Dame. You got that one. And then Kentucky versus Missouri. Mizzou pulled that one off. So you got that one. And that makes us.
Thank you for switching your pick, dog, at the last minute. Thank you for switching your pick at the last minute.
I shouldn't have switched my pick, but it's all good. It's all makes for better competition down the stretch.
Amen to that, yeah.
So all right, so we tied up right now after the first week. So obviously, hey, if we would have bet every game for the winner and you went 13-5, that's a hell of a week in Vegas, boy. So,
man,
that is what we did do.
Man, I need to go ahead and start betting, man. I need to go ahead and start betting.
That's a good week in Vegas. So
for sure.
But yeah, hey, we're gonna come back with more of the sports talk. You already know. I'm gonna be back, do a little OU show, a little preview show of this week, on the upcoming game, the predictions on everybody else. And y'all know we gotta have some foolishness mixed in there. So we're gonna have to I don't want to talk about Will and Shayna no more. But if I have to, I will, damn it. You know what I'm saying? So all of that type of stuff, man. Well, me and Nino in the background formulate some shows. If y'all got any topics y'all want us to talk about, let us know. Hit us up in the comment section. Hit that like button, that subscribe button. That's for real.
Yeah.
You know
and share this thing. Share this thing.
Share the show, man. And man, we appreciate anybody and everybody who's listening. Shout out to my boy Wesley Sloan one more time.